Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a book haul or review or anything, and I did get a comment about a month ago, and I just found it today. So, I'm gonna make another video. Um, so I'm gonna basically go back to my first video haul for my books and review the ones I have finished, and then I'll probably make another video of books I have that are newer, and then I'll kind of throw in some random books that I've read but weren't in any videos. So, to begin with the reviews, I have Dan Brown, Angels and Demons. And I did watch the movie first, and that was probably a good idea. And then I read the book like a year later, and it's a phenomenal book. I've heard people say, oh, whatever, Dan Brown, not the best. And I thought it was pretty awesome. It was good not watching or watching the movie so long ago because I totally forgot what happened, and it's pretty suspenseful, and I thought it was well written and well paced. So if you like the movie and you saw it a while ago, you should definitely read the book. Or if you're thinking about watching the movie, maybe read the book first. And it's definitely a good read. Okay, next I have Shiver, and that was the one about a girl who is rescued by a wolf after she gets attacked by a pack of wolves, and it turns out these wolves are actually people, and they only change in the cold. So it's really good, and it's kind of a mystery because apparently she was supposed to turn into a wolf as well, but she got some kind of meningitis and stuff, so they're not really sure what happened. And yeah, it's definitely really good. There's a second book called Linger. I started listening to the audiobook and then I took it up from the library, but I haven't had any time to read it, so it'll be a while before I can read the second one. But it was a very good book, and yeah. Third book is The Demon King. Um, I powered through this book. It's awesome. Um, there's a bit of romance, but a lot of action, so it's I don't know. It's so good. Um, the second book is already out. It's called The Exiled Queen, and I'm on hold for that one at the library. There's about 7 people in front of me, and I'm hoping I'll be able to read that one pretty fast. Trying to remember what this one's really about. Um, basically, I think it was about this princess who is trying to. I know she ends up trying to escape the castle or something that she lives in. Um, I assume it's to fight this person or whatever, because they have to fight an evil king. Um, yeah, it's been a while since I've read it, so I don't remember much. Um, I may have to skim through it again if you want a better review. But other than that, that is The Demon King. Next book is Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. This one took me way longer than I thought to get through. I thought I'd get through it in a week and a half, and I think it took me over a month, but I was reading it in little sections. Um, I really like the little pictures in here, here, let's see if I can find a good one. I did find that the zombiness of it made it a lot easier to understand. See, here's a picture of her and some deer. And I think, yeah, they used to catch deer in order to improve their stealth. Yeah, it was really good. And, oh, and here, she's fighting ninjas to prove that she's ninja enough, I guess. It's a pretty good book. So if you like the idea of reading classics but are so bored to death reading them, definitely pick up these court classics. I'll have some more in my other video because I picked up another 2. And I think there's one before this one called The Dawn of the Dreadfuls, and there's a third one, and I don't remember what it's called, so I'll have to look it up and then I'll mention it in my next video. Next book, I don't know if it was in my original video, I don't think it was, but it's The Forest of Hands and Teeth, and I read the second one, The Dead Tossed Waves, as well, and they're pretty good. It's basically, if you think I pretty much think they're zombies. They call them unconsecrated, or I think in the Dead Tolstoys they call them something else, but basically everyone lives in this fenced community, and then there's a breach, and so they have to go into the um, there's kind of like a fence that leads out of the village, but no one's allowed to go in it, and um, so they end up being stuck in there, and they have to find their way through these fences, and there's strange markings, they don't know where to go, and the path kind of divvies up a lot. So it was really good. And the second book was just as good. So, and I think there's a third one for this one too, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up too. Anyways, that is a good book. The next book I read, I think I read Immortal. That was the first book, and it was by Gillian Shields, and it's basically this girl that goes to a formal school and ends up falling in love with this spirit, and it's really intense, I guess. I was also reading Prophecy of the Sisters at the same time, and that one's by Michelle Zink. Yeah. I have that one beside me. That's why I'm looking at it. Um, so between the two, they're both very similar, I think. One is using elemental power to or to try and save this boy, I guess. And that was in Immortal. And the Prophecy of the Sisters is basically them trying. There's like a gate and a guardian, and the gate is the one that's supposed to let this spirit out. And so there's a switch up at birth or whatever, and so now the gate is trying to keep him out, whereas the gate would usually want to get him into their world. So I found Immortal was a lot lower of a reading level, like it was a way simpler read, but it was still a really good story. I like the story a lot. Um, Prophecy of the Sisters slash Guardian of the Gate was a little higher reading level, so it took me a while to get through it. And they definitely use kind of more of an old English type of speech, because I think it's like set in the 1800s. But it was, I thought it was a lot better done. But right now I'm reading, well, I've read the second book to Immortal, which is Betrayal. And this is the one where she has to find a way to save him through a talisman. So I'm not going to give away the ending, but I'm going to say it made me cry. Books actually do make me cry, just like movies. Um, and it was pretty sad, but if you can get through that, it's pretty good. Um, and it's probably good for someone that's, I say, junior high for sure and above, just based on the reading level. Um, so yeah, it was good. I read it in about 2 weeks. The next one for the Prophecy of the Sisters is Guardian of the Gate. I've actually had to take this out of the library twice, and I'm still not done. I'm about right here. It is really good. I've gotten to a point where this is kind of the end of the prophecy, I suppose, because I'm assuming this girl on the cover is the gate, and so she wants to close the gate forever to this spirit so that he can't come into their world. And basically he would turn everything upside down and let the spirits roam free and stuff like that. So he's kind of evil. And then all these people are kind of giving her evil glares and stuff because they don't trust her and she's on their secret land or whatever. And yeah, it's really good. There's a little bit of romance. I'm liking it, but it's mostly about her journey to end the prophecy. And so yeah. So those are the books I've read recently. If anyone wants more in depth, I'll have to probably skim through the book itself. Yeah. So hopefully that works for now. Bye.